Welcome back, folks, to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the complete edition on Nintendo Switch. When we last left off, we got a little bit lost. Then we found the shipments, and we brought the shipments back to this guy. Now we have sold our stuff, and we have a new party member, Durance, who's a mage. And now we're going to go head to the fort. So let's hop to it, shall we? Let's get out of here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Probably will need to rest by the time we get to the one place again. I think we can leave. No, we can't leave here. Let's take that though, because we can always use stuff to craft with. Look, to the black metal. No, black metal. There we go. Another 8 hours. And then now we gotta wait in the loading time. Alright. Cue Jeopardy music. One of these days I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut the sound and put the Jeopardy music on. Okay, here we are. Doesn't look like we need rest yet. Okay, yeah, we just go straight, if I remember correctly. We already took care of some of these trolls here, so we shouldn't have too much issues unless there's more trolls. Oh, another dragon scale. Healed my scatter, crawling beneath the beast's teeth. Looks like a lot of dragon stuff. Oh, visions. Ah, people being tortured. Shouldn't have taken those mushrooms, man. Shouldn't have taken those mushrooms. Alright. 18 hours. Yeah, we'll definitely need to rest after this. We'll do that as soon as we get there. And you know what? I was thinking about it too. If this does become unplayable, I could always do it on the Xbox because I have this on the Xbox. What? Oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let us camp. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Camp. There we go. No. Why won't you let me camp? There we go. Heal multiplier. Hero multiplier. Rest. I need to heal some of the characters anyways. There we go. There's that jumbled text again. Ah, and here's one of the final characters we can get, I think. I think there's other characters you can get too later. Kana. Just off the side of the path into Krednir stands an imposing figure. A tall, thick-set Arumara, clad in worn armor and peering up in the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal. As it works feverishly on taking notes upon a small scrap of paper, more than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? That moldy brick must be fascinating. We'll say that. The man looks over to you, blinking in surprise. His face splits into a wide and very toothy grin. He waves the parchment in greeting.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks. Just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cad Noir. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I came here looking for Meerwald as well. What do you want from Meerwald? Why haven't you gone inside? I came here looking for him as well.
Truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Meerwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
Let's go meet Meerwald then? Then we must find it? Why would this Tara or Tora be here in the Direwood? I'm not here digging up old relics. You're on your own, or I can't help you just now, I'm afraid. We'll ask why it's here in the Direwood. Precisely! That is the very question, he laughs. It is a long, twisting tale, my friend. As all good chants should be, I can tell you more if you wish it in time. Then let's go meet Meerwald.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
I'll keep my eye out. Let's be on our way. What are a few assassins between friends? You seem very calm about this. I don't want any part of this. I'll go my way. What are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Okay.
Old and dry, with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
Okay, now we have a full party. And see, there's another bug too that happens. You see how there's no character on displayed? I think we could fix that by doing that. Yep, there. Okay, now we're going to be fighting some wraiths, I think they're called. Nope, shadows.
Brave.
Okay, we should be able to handle these guys no problem. I, for some reason, am not making any damage to them. I don't know if that's a bug or is it because of the particular weapon I have. Okay, what's over here? Can't enter that yet. The trapdoor has been battered by elements. Tugging on the rusted handles only produced a heavy rattling. So it's blocked. Oh, another spirit. Small flame blight spirit.
Brave.
Oh, he's... Okay, that was simple. We could save those for later.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Ooh, spirits.
You can't do this!
A spectral smoke churns around you. At first you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you can make out the wizardness hunch shape of an old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this! He shakes his head, spitting the words towards you. Do what?
This is our village, our home. The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thick smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. Oh, that's not good. We can enter from here, though, so let's enter. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Of course. Now I gotta remember, if I find any helmets that I can't use it on my character. Roggy can't use it. Because she has head decorations. Okay. I think there's something in
Well,
here.
that's unusual.
Whispers of Yenwood. It's a unique sword, one-handed. Okay. Can you use it? Separate. 13 and 19. Constitution. Alright, you could use it. There you go. Ooh, nice looking sword. I know some of you were asking about also the enchanted items. I so far haven't seen any issue with enchanted items yet. That's not to say that it could not happen, but I have had no issues with it as of now. All my enchanted stuff has been working. Okay, more spirits. Take out. Again, should not prove to be too much of a problem. However, Roggy is getting hurt. Let's go upstairs first before we go there. Yes, we will proceed to the barracks. Okay. Something has made a nest out of the old straw mattresses. Nothing here. Nope, nothing at all. Oh. It feels as if cobwebs are the only thing holding this rickety old mess together. Okay. At least now we know that there's nothing up there. Okay. As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from the grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterfully artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne backing, watching over the throne with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through the stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Marigold.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its laws, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl were you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
What did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
Tell me more about Merwold.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea where I can find Merwold?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Farewell.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Okay, so now we gotta find Merwold somewhere beneath the keep. Let us... I don't have anything I can need, so we'll continue on here.
There's my little soldier.
a spirit we can talk to, named Mother. However, folks, we will do that when we return next time. As always, if you like, hit the like button. If you dislike, hit the dislike button. Subscribe, hit the bell thing so it rings, and I'll see you next time. Hop you later.